Well, that was certainly quite epic, I'm not gonna lie. Hey guys, welcome back to Swoopchat. Today is our first movie-related episode. So, to celebrate such an occasion, why not have a look at the Sonic the Hedgehog teaser trailer for the upcoming movie coming out in 2019. Let's just have this on repeat for a second. Yeah, they dropped this trailer a few days ago, and I must say, it looks pretty... it's pretty cheap. It does not look appealing. Like, it looks like something you can probably create in After Effects. I mean, look, let's just go back. Like, look at that. That's just one streak of light, another streak of light. This one just, yeah. And then you have this, and then you have the man himself, our god, our lord, our fanfiction savior, Sonic, in the flesh. And, yeah, I must say there's been quite a lot of talk about his new design of sorts. People are not happy with how this guy looks. So, we're gonna have a look at it in more detail. Obviously, up here, the producers of Fast and Furious, you know, I've never seen the Fast and Furious movies. I'm not a fan of speed movies. I don't even know if is that even like a thing? Like fast speed movies? Suppose they should be. And here we have the shot of Sonic, and then of course a whole new speed of hero, Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah, quite interesting. But yeah. So, I must give them props, you know, for an image, for a graphic, for a concept. As a CGI piece of art, I think this looks pretty competent. You know, you have this nice ground texture, you really can see the quills and hairs on Sonic the Hedgehog's head, even on his goddamn human legs. And of course, all these special effects behind him. But let's have a look at this. Why is it so uncanny? Why does it look the way it does? Well, in order to answer that question, we need to have a look at the other poster, because they actually, I think this is confirmed to be real. But here we have a better image of his legs. Sonic was here. Yes, he certainly was, in all the minds of the traumatized kids. But yeah, I like this poster because it gives us, I was going to say a good angle, but this is not a good angle. It gives us a perspective on what the CGI versus the live action is going to be. And of course, they're on the Golden Gate Bridge. Oh, I'm assuming it's on the Golden Gate Bridge. I don't know where else it would be in the world. So, I think that confirms it's going to be on Earth. You know, planet Earth. And I don't know my Sonic lore. Maybe some of you fanfiction writers out there might know exactly. But I don't think Sonic is on Earth. So I think this is just going to be a movie thing. And of course we have these nice little streaks showcasing us how Sonic managed to get up here. But yeah, that shows us an idea of what the CGI versus live action is going to like. But of course, it's just a picture. We won't actually know what it's going to look like until, of course, we see a trailer. Hopefully in a couple of months. Going back to what I said before, let's analyze why this looks off, and it looks pretty poor. But to do that, we of course need to have a look at classic Sonic. What makes classic Sonic iconic, that was a rhyme, that was pretty cool, is I think the easy to spot distinction. You know, Sonic the Hedgehog, he's very round, he has these spines that kind of set him apart. He has these big red shoes, these socks, these spindly arms, and these spindly legs, and this big round tummy. And that's to show that this is a character you can approach. This is a character that looks friendly, that you can touch. Like, even these spines, like, they're not entirely sharp. They're kind of rounded, then they just kind of flow down here, and they just curl and curve and curve. And the general silhouette, maybe apart from his tail, is very curvy, it's very bouncy in a way, and that's to showcase that this is a character who is child-friendly, so it appeals to kids and not like 35-year-old fanfiction writers. But yeah, this is classic Sonic, and that's what makes him iconic. I think I just screwed up a bit. But let's go to the modern incarnation of Sonic. And it looks vastly different from classic Sonic, as we can see here. The spine roundness is gone, like they're more sharp. It looks a bit more edgy. I meant that as not a joke. You know, the shoulders, like, overall, his design is become more human. And I think in the Sonic Boom incarnation, this incarnation, I think the reason why they've stretched out his legs so much is to emphasize the fact that he's a runner. So, like, in cartoons, to showcase that someone's a runner would be to make them long, so then they can run long distances. I think that's exactly what they've done here. And of course, I don't know what these bandages are. I think they're a sporting thing, and the gloves and the neckerchief. I don't know why that's there. But in a way, to emphasize the fact that he's a runner, that he runs, stretching him out is a good thing from a character design perspective. However, it brings him closer to the uncanny because it makes his proportions more realistic. Like, if we look at this is no way, like, realistic, you know? These tiny legs, these tiny arms, like, they just look like noodles that have been coloured. And this overly circular body. Like, that's no way realistic. But this one, they made it more, like, streamlined in a way. They made it more look like a torso. They made him more human. And that brings us back to this abomination. What they've done is, well, they made him look realistic. It is in a live action after all, and, you know, I suppose that's what you need to do. You can't just be like, you know, you have to take creative liberties in order to make things work, and I think that's what they've decided to do with this poster. But look at how human his legs are. Look at how human his arms are, and it takes away. Like, he doesn't look tall, he looks human, he looks proportionate. It's not exaggerated at all, and that's what places this image of Sonic the Hedgehog in the uncanny valley, other than the Sonic Boom character of Sonic the Hedgehog. And, I have to say, when they took liberties, they removed the socks. I don't know, but it's just a character design thing. I'm not going to complain about it. I don't really like Sonic the Hedgehog in the first place. I just want to see where this train crash of a movie goes. I don't even know if he's wearing gloves or not. And usually he has like a skin or like a something here, but there's nothing of that here. From what we can see, at least, it just blends into his legs, like he's wearing like a onesuit, like a fursuit. And that's the joke of this poster. He just looks like a guy in a fursuit. Also, I just wanted to talk about his head. Like, it looks good. Like, if you cut this head out and just moved it and you showed someone what that silhouette was, I would say it's a silhouette of Sonic the Hedgehog. Good. But the body, cut that out, that just looks like a guy. That just looks like a small guy. You know? But going back to his head, what on earth is this? Like, what is this? Is that like his eye? That has to be his eye. Did they just forget to, like, fill a little bit of this in, and they just, like, shot, like, what is this? What is this? Like, because if that's his eyeball, and that's, like, the nose, I'm assuming it's going to be like that, you know, like, kind of coming in a little bit. Then, if history shows true, then it would be like that, you know, and then the eye would be here. But that can't, like, how are they gonna do that in a realism? Because going back to the designs of original and Sonic Boom Sonic, the one thing that separates Sonic as an iconic character is this weird, like, raccoon mask-esque design they have going on for him. And I know it's not a mask. I don't even know what this is. But it's just like a cartoony sort of design to draw eyes, like a mask. You know, a mask with the slits in them. And that is also true for Sonic Boom Sonic, because if we look at Sonic Boom Sonic, he still has the eye, or the eyes, or the mask, or whatever. But this little thing here, I think this would be the nose bridge if there was one. It's a little bit closer. It seems a bit more closer in comparison to this one. So, yeah. So this little, the mask is still there. I'm gonna call it a mask, because I don't know what you would call it. It's just a little bit more closer to his nose. But in this one, what would happen with that mask? Would they, like, how are they gonna do that? Because it's like an iconic thing for the character to have. Are they just gonna remove it? Like, are they gonna have it, and it's gonna look weird, and these are just gonna be like beady black eyes that stare into the abyss of fanfiction writers all across the world? But yeah, it will be very interesting to see where this movie goes. Hopefully in maybe another month or two, maybe in a few months, seeing as this... I guess it won't be anytime soon, but, yeah. Maybe in a few months, we might get another trailer, one that actually can showcase us the real finished product of what Sonic the Hedgehog is going to look like. Because I think they said that he's going to be completely CG. Well, of course he's going to be CG, but still. But, I hope this is going to end up, like, as, like, a giant joke. Like, they take this movie so seriously, like, they do all this advertising, they do all this, like, merchandising, but then everyone just laughs. And with the movie, what I hope they do is that they don't take themselves seriously, you know, because some of the Sonic games, they just take themselves too seriously. Like, look at Sonic 06 and Shadow the Hedgehog. I mean, you got Shadow with a gun, for crying out loud. I just hope this movie is just kind of like a laid-back experience, like, where you can just kind of like watch and, you know, just have fun with, you know. Like, I hope that's what they do with Sonic. They take the character of Sonic and just, like, have fun with him, you know? Like, what would he do on Earth? Like, how would he interact with Oh, God. Okay, seeing as this is on Earth as well, it's gonna be like it's gonna be like he's interacting with human beings. Which, oh my god, it just gets worse and worse the more I think about it. And that's why I'm looking forward to this movie. Because I want to see how much of a train wreck it is. Maybe I might be wrong. Maybe it might end up being the best video game movie there is. We may never know. As long as it's better than, say, Pixels and the Mario Bros. Movie, I'll be fine. So with that being said, guys, I think this has been a pretty good sort of, like, discussion about the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Like, what do you guys think? What do you think of this beast? You know? I think that's going to do it for the first movie-related episode. So if you enjoyed, guys, remember to just hit like or whatever, you know, do what you want. And, yeah, I'll catch you later. Have a nice day.